Hi, I'm Tyler Cohen.
And I'm MADI PRIVETT.
Get ready, West Broward.
Because Bobcat broadcast starts now.
We've had some great experiences this month, from starting the fall season at a food pantry that differs from most, to finding out about one of our very own talented Bobcats.
That's right. In fact, in order to get into the fall spirit, we're here at the St. Mark's Annual Pumpkin Patch.
On today's show, we'll take a look at how one woman is trying to lower the number of hungry kids at night, how the Florida Panthers are putting a spin on a popular sport, a baseball game that has more significance than most, and how music inspires one of our very own students.
Here in South Florida, 1 in 5 children go to bed hungry every night. Since 2013, Mobile School Pantry has strived to lower this statistic. They transform a school bus into a safe haven for children all across the community who aren't fortunate enough to have a meal when they get home. Sophie REIS can serve you the story.
Mobile School Pantry Santa to Hunger Cocktail Party is held annually to bring awareness to how prevalent the issue of hunger is in the community. Anyone who is able to attend can see just how passionate everyone involved is towards combating hunger.
So tonight is our Just Say No to Hunger cocktail party. It's our 5th annual, and we are creating awareness about the issues of hunger. Last month it was Hunger Action Month, and we decided to take it even further than just 1 month, and we decided to go orange in October. So we feel that we should be having these conversations about hunger every day.
Bringing light to how many people in our surrounding neighborhoods are going hungry, this event shows just how important solving the issue is.
So something like food is so basic. You and I may think of, I'm hungry, I'm going to go get something to eat. And most families in our community, actually 70% of the families we serve, report making $25,000 annually a year. Well, if you think about it, how could you afford to pay for all your expenses when you make so little? So I think when you see the working poor struggling to put food on their table for their children, it's shameful. It's almost, it's heartbreaking, because these are families who are working. These are families who are working but barely able to get by because they're making minimum wage.
This really is for families. Mobile School Pantry is really for families, and hunger is such an issue because children can't learn if they're hungry. They're distracted and they need food to feed their brains. So Mobile School Pantry is doing an amazing job, and we're so fortunate to have them in our community.
This particular event is different than any other. Mobile School Pantry became a farmer's market on wheels for children and families in need, and there are big plans in store.
So we now, with our Mobile School Pantry bus, which is going to be hitting the road in January 2020, we're working out the new model and how she's going to be able to feed our community. So our vision is to add new schools and expand in the next 2 years to Miami-Dade. Right now we service just Broward County in our schools, so we're going to expand it. We're going to expand it to Miami-Dade. We're hoping to expand to Palm Beach, and we're hoping to really grow this organization now that we have our beautiful bus, take it to everywhere that we can.
The community's much better because of the things that Mobile School Pantry is doing. They bring healthy food to the people, and they're able to stay in their community to get some items that they are needed.
Now more than ever, Mobile School Pantry will be able to combat hunger. The bus is a more efficient way of reaching their goals, and the impact it will have on people will be everlasting. For WBTV, I'm Sophie REIS reporting.
Hearing about all the good that Zana wants to bring to South Florida really warms my heart. All around the community, hockey isn't as well known as other sports. The Florida Panthers are trying to change this by spreading the game of floorball, one school at a time. Melissa Tippiani can tell you more.
I appreciate it. So we're going to bring our sticks back this way, because they're going to do it.
Floorball, a relatively unknown sport amongst Floridians, is slowly but surely being spread by our resident hockey team, the Florida Panthers.
We've been doing our floorball training for the past 3 years. This is our 3rd season. We got involved utilizing an NHL IGF grant to help grow the sport of hockey. So we applied to put on our own school program, which we've done with our floorball program. We're now partnered with all 3 counties. Broward County Public Schools is here today, Palm Beach County Public Schools, Miami-Dade, as well as the Archdiocese of Miami. And we just have the opportunity to bring these teachers out, teach about the sport of floorball so they can introduce it into their PE classes. And when they leave today, they'll get equipment and be all set to go for that.
The event is meant to inform physical education teachers on the sport and everything it entails. The goal is that they will implement the game within their school and communities.
So this event's all about getting sticks in kids' hands. We want as many kids as we can in South Florida to have the opportunity to try hockey. Everyone thinks of hockey as ice hockey, but there's so much more than that, and that's why we've brought floorball to the schools. It's a way for them to get involved with hockey in their PE classes through our floorball program, so that every student has the opportunity to try hockey, to try floorball, just like they would soccer, baseball, or basketball.
I think they get tired of doing the basketball, volleyball, football, so I wanted to introduce hockey with them. I'm from Vancouver, and so it's a really popular sport with the students that I taught back there. I think students will be really excited to do floorball. At my school, I think it's something that they will catch on to very quickly because it's a fast-moving game.
It's also easy to pick up, easy to learn. You can, just like Matt said, to go inside, outside, any flat surface where you are. You can do it, at home. Do it with your family members. So it's easy. It's user-friendly.
Realizing that other sports were getting played out, the Panthers utilized their resources to benefit the community, while simultaneously teaching kids around South Florida a fresh, exciting sport.
I think there's a lot of schools that are coming here and the teachers are introducing floorball to the rest of to our students, and I think a lot of students are not really very aware of hockey. And so I think not only are they more aware of floorball, but they're more aware of the hockey as well as a result.
I definitely think through our floorball program that we're spreading awareness about hockey, about our floorball program, but hockey in general. It's a great sport that, it's a niche sport. We're in a South Florida market, so it's great that we can introduce a new sport to a lot of people, and at the same time introduce them to the Florida Panthers. We're in the NHL, National Hockey League is the top 4 sport league in the world, and we're right here in Sunrise, Florida, with a lot of access, and we want to make sure, everyone knows about us, they participate with our sport, and then they can participate with us as fans.
By spreading floorball, the region of South Florida becomes more aware of hockey as a whole. This in turn brings more interest to the sport of hockey to a place where hockey isn't tradition.
A long-term goal really is just to make sure that every student in South Florida has been introduced to hockey at some point in their life. Just, as we talked about, soccer, baseball, softball, basketball, these are sports that students are going to play in their PE classes or play out on the playground, wherever it may be. And hockey's just not one of those sports, and we want to show that it can be and that it is. And so it's our goal to impact every student at some point in the future.
All in all, the spread of floorball can lead to nothing but good for the Panthers, today's youth, and our community as a whole. For WBTV, this has been Melissa Tipiani.
I'm definitely going to give floorball a try the next time I get the chance. Staying on the topic of sports, the West Broward baseball team holds their annual event, Bats Against Breast Cancer, every October. It helps raise not only awareness, but also funds for this horrible disease. With breast cancer being the second most common type of cancer found in women, this event holds great values in the hearts of the community. Jordan Scandizzo can take a swing at the story.
Every October, Bats Against Breast Cancer is held by the West Broward High School baseball team. This event is a baseball tournament serving as a fundraiser towards breast cancer awareness. The meaning behind the game is different than any other.
I have put a lot of time and effort in the past 4 years that I've been a part of this event. It's very important and special to the baseball team and the Ambrose family. Sergio Ambrose was the founder of this event. Unfortunately, he passed away, but we continue having this event in his honor.
Through this event, the community is brought together all in support of the same cause. Breast cancer patients and survivors are helped by this fundraiser in a special way.
It definitely changes people's lives because I think it brings in a lot of funds to provide specific resources that they need right here locally, especially when they're undergoing treatment. This event does kind of bring the whole thing home to everyone, especially with the local Memorial Cancer Center involved. It's right here down the street in Pembroke Pines, so I think, it makes it really hit home for all of the players. what makes this tournament different is the cause. It's really unique because it brings out entire families, the baseball connection. I think there's lots of runs and walks and all kinds of things across the country, but what makes this event unique is the Bats Against Breast Cancer, that the baseball players are involved.
This is not for winning, losing, tying, who's the best team. This is all one team, and that's the breast cancer team.
Not only does this event help those affected by breast cancer, but it also brings a whole new perspective of the game to the players.
This event helps me personally, as in I get to play baseball and do something I love every day with a huge crowd, and it helps others, as in it helps the people that do suffer from breast cancer, where all the money we make today goes straight to the foundations that help people with breast cancer.
The boys are all different after playing in the event because they actually get to see the survivors that come out and walk out onto the field, and they actually probably even know some other students' mothers that have fought the fight of breast cancer.
I hope this event leaves a mark on every single baseball player that is a part of it. I hope that they understand that this is beyond baseball and is to help a community. You know, moms and sisters and aunts and cousins that may be affected by breast cancer.
The West Broward baseball team unites the community along with baseball in hopes of striking out breast cancer. For WBTV, I'm Jordan Skinderzo.
It's so nice to see that high schoolers are giving their time for such a great cause.
On that note, it seems like it's time for a break.
When we return, we'll take a look at our Bobcat of the month.
We'll be right back.
March 22nd, 1972, the Equal Rights Amendment declared the same liberties among all American citizens, regardless of sex. It seeks to end all types of discrimination under law in terms of employment, wage, and any opportunity a male can partake in. What day will this law be taken seriously? The art of filmmaking. Who are your favorite filmmakers, directors, producers, editors, cinematographers? Now, how many of those are actually women? Dr. Martha N. Lawson conducted a study of women in television and film and publicizes that women are accounted for merely 8% of directors, 26% of producers, 21% of editors, 4% of cinematographers. The numbers disclose that trying to squeeze a spot in the film industry as a woman is extremely difficult. The New York Times writer Marie Dowd reveals over 100 female actresses, executives, and filmmakers reported that they have been entirely shut out from windows of opportunity that were open for their male associates. Even in the slightest chance that women can land a position in the studio, the gap between male and female pay is absolutely devastating. Several economicists affirm that male Hollywood stars' incomes include 1.1 million more than female stars with absolutely the same equal experience. American actress Patricia Arquette in her 2015 Oscar speech protests for wage equality once and for all, with critically acclaimed actors Meryl Streep and Natalie Portman advocating her testimony. The world desperately needs to endorse more female directors, filmmakers, and cinematographers at award ceremonies so that those on screen can be a light of hope to young girls watching around the globe. At the same time, we must authenticate equality to those women already on set. The world needs more females in frame. For WBTV, this has been Rain Jones reporting.
I'm dressed, I'm home.
What's up, birthday boy? How was school?
It was good. My classmates sang happy birthday to me and I got a cookie from my teacher.
Did your friends get you anything?
No, but I hope Mom and Dad did.
Between you and me, I know what they got you.
Really? What?
You know I can't tell you, that would ruin the surprise.
No, it wouldn't. Just tell me.
You didn't hear from me, but if you really, really want to ruin the surprise for yourself, it's in their closet.
Welcome back. With a student population of over 2,700, West Broward is filled with stories that are waiting to be told. This month, RAYNE Jones showed us how his passion for music is having a positive effect on his loved ones. Tyler Cohen can hit the notes.
RAYNE Jones is a precocious singer and songwriter who aspires to make music that teenagers can relate to. Being raised in a home where melodies and cadences are essential to life, music comes as a second nature.
Music all around to me is just a way of life, like in a way. So it calms me down, it makes me feel good. So thinking about making music was what kind of motivated me to actually start doing it. I definitely believe me starting up this whole music career, in a sense, has definitely boosted my sister's outlook on music and definitely has motivated them to start being more open and being more comfortable singing in front of people and singing to themselves and making music of their own and doing covers and playing new instruments and doing such like that. So I feel like definitely it does impact them in a way, and it makes me feel like a good brother, that to know that I'm doing this positive outlook on them or showing this positive outlook on them.
So whenever RAYNE is gonna make a new song or anything, he always he either texts me if I'm not with him, or he comes and barging in my room and he's like, Rihanna, I need you to do this for me, like blah blah blah. And it makes me happy because he wants to work with me, and it is something that I do want to do in the future. So if he wants to work with me, then that means I have potential, because he has potential, he's good. So it's easier to sing with him rather than someone else because he is my brother, and I look up to him a lot. And so we're always together, and RAYNE and I hang out all the time. We have mutual friends together, so we're always together. So his music, me being a part of his music, it's not something that I don't relate to. I am with him 24/7. I'm able to connect with him better than I would with someone else who's just a random. I would say his opinions more important to me because RAYNE and I have a very close relationship, and although my parents and I were close and everything, but RAYNE and I consider RAYNE my best friend. So anything that he says to critique me or anything that helps me, then I'm gonna take it and use that and help myself to improve.
RAYNE is regarded as a talented artist by his family and a role model by his sister. For Rihanna, the music helps her get through everything life throws her way. When these siblings get together, nothing can stop them. For WBTV, I'm Tyler Cohen.
Wow, who knew someone as quiet as RAYNE could be as talented as he is?
You could say that again, Maddie. Now that we're all caught up with this month, we've reached the end of our show.
Make sure you tune in next month for our next installment. This has been Maddie PRIVETT
and Tyler Cohen.
Have a great day.